Hello and welcome back to another live people. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Make sure you're smashing the likes and subscribing if you are new. And welcome back to the Claret and Royal Blue Show episode 4. And yeah, international break is we're just finally getting there. Finally
Yes.
getting there back to
Getting
club
closer.
football now. Yeah, getting
Getting
closer, man.
closer,
Getting
bro.
closer. Yeah, honestly, we're just no one likes international break, but unless you're actually doing something like we did on the weekend and that. So it's a bit different. It's a bit different. But Melon, how you been, man? How you been?
Yeah, I've been good. Been chilling, visiting family. So I don't know what day today, to be honest. How about you, brother? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just tired, as always. I'm always tired. So I'm
Typical,
just,
innit?
yeah, man. Yeah, man. I can barely keep my eyes open. I'll be sober, and this isn't even the end of my day. So yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. What a way to wake yourself up by talking about West Ham United. Uh, but we're gonna start with us. We're not gonna start with us. Let's start with you, man,
Yeah.
because obviously you man are in the news. Big up, Sai in the chat. Uh, obviously something came out about Chelsea today. Talking about you might have been charged in that. The FA spokesperson
Yeah.
says talking about Chelsea being charged with breaches of regulation. I don't know what the fuck this means, but just
Yeah.
third party investment in player regulations, 74 charges. Uh, subject of the charges range from 2009 to 2022. So basically, Abramovich for like the back end of it.
Yeah.
2010, 11, 15, 16 playing seasons. Chelsea has until 19th of September 2025 to respond. Now,
Yeah.
what is this all about and how serious is it? Because I've heard you're just getting a fine.
Um, this is all about third-party investments in the club and injections of finances. So essentially, we got 74 charges of third-party financial juicing, if you get me. Essentially, it could be really, really, really bad. The charges themselves are quite bad, but Chelsea admitted to doing all of this as, I think, a financial brief of some sort when Chelsea was being taken over from the Abramovich era to the Todd Bowley era. Obviously, he's not the main guy at the club, but it's like the new ownership, I think, came in, and there was this thing where absolutely every one of the pages of the books was looked at in terms of our finances, and everything was written down correctly. But there were certain things that was written down, which were, I believe, these charges. They're not good. We confessed our sins to the English FA, and
Yeah,
the court hearing will, I think, only be negatively affecting Chelsea in a financial way rather than a sporting way, which essentially means a fine over points deductions, which is good for us, trying to go for a league title within, this season to maybe 5 seasons in the future. Most like I've heard the same sort of around the same number, 8 million quid financial fine, which is how much we pay a player in about 3 months' wages. So who
yeah,
really gives a shit? It's not much money for Chelsea to be paying 8 million on a fine. Is what it is.
yeah.
Good
Fair
job,
enough.
Abramovich. We got all that success from 2009 to 2022, and we're being given 8 million quid fine for financially abusing the club. It's not that serious, but if
Yeah.
you want to make it out to be that serious, we can.
No, just
Yeah,
there's we've got nothing to fucking talk about,
eight
have we?
million, 8 million quid fine, and that's pretty
Yeah.
much the end of it.
Yeah, people are confused there. It's not like you're being charged by the Premier League, it's being charged by the FA.
Yeah, it's a different thing. FA, UEFA, and the Premier League are three different entities. If you
Yep.
get charged by UEFA, it's a fucking issue, and we
Yep.
have been. I think it was essentially when we got taken over, they set aside 100 million quid.
Mm-hmm.
So they have their budgets and everything. They set aside £100 million, and that was strictly to be used as bribes, if you will, for these essentially the paying of the fines of everything that we've done wrong in the last section of the ownership. Essentially, we're just very well run. So instead of getting a massive points deduction or anything, we're just getting a fine. That's all we're getting. Is what it is.
Yes, that's fair. That's fair. I think I don't know why other fans run their agendas in terms of like, oh, they're gonna get a points deduction or they should get a points deduction. That's never gonna happen. That never will happen, especially if it's a top end club, especially because one, money talks, two, power talks, and three, it's not realistic. We had the Super League antics before, and everyone got a joint fine of like 18 million of like the people that participated. Not 18 million each. That was a joint thing. Like it wasn't a case of like, oh, like everyone's gonna get something mad. Like everyone can find their way around certain financial or something to do with transfers or something to do with sanctions. As you said about UEFA, remember the whole like in lockdown when Man City were going up against UEFA.
Yeah, they got banned from the Champions League for a few years.
Yep. Yeah, they were meant to be, and then they appealed it because their lawyers rolled up like stormtroopers, bruv.
They wouldn't hit the target if they were. But...
Oh yeah, that is also true. Yes, them stormtroopers don't shoot shit,
yeah,
bro.
Fucking.
Well, they're some as shit as clones ever.
Not like that fucking Kirk, bruv.
Oh my days! If it was a
the
stormtrooper to him, oh yeah, of course I saw the video.
You open Twitter like, yeah, man, what's football saying? Oh.
No, Joey I was in a group chat with like some Americans and like they were talking about. I was like, "Who the fuck is this? What do you mean he's been assassinated? Who the fuck is this?" And I just go on Twitter, and I'm like, "Right, okay, then." I did not expect to see the actual thing. I thought it was going to be a cutaway, but I saw it. And I was like, "Bruv, that's not." I'm not even going to say some of the things that I saw in group chats, like the things people were saying were a bit mad, but at the same time, like, oh, but yeah, that was insane in itself, bruv. Like. Everyone, as soon as that happened, everyone went to Twitter and just made jokes about like if ex-footballer was the shooter and that he'd still be alive.
Jackson was the shooter.
Yeah,
it's like,
bro, as well.
He made a tweet in 2016 crashing on Chelsea Football Club. Oh, bro, this guy, he made a big mistake that day. I swear to God. But the entire replies to that tweet is like, the fucking graphic of Mudryk in the starting lineup, like this. For our top shooters out, man. 2016, we got a get pack, man. Pack watch, innit?
The pack watch, oh my God. Oh, fuck's sake. I saw someone today, there was like, it was like a Ronaldo tweet. It's like, Ronaldo cry tweeted, and then someone quote tweeted Ronaldo celebrating like rest in peace, or some like, bruv, like it's like, and someone quote tweeted that saying the funny thing about this is that someone saw Charlie Kirk die and went onto his Twitter to search Ronaldo. like
this whole country is tapped, man. Like any country,
the whole world,
the whole world is done for. Man.
The whole world is
fucking
tapped.
Corrupt, bruv.
Like name a sane country, bruv. Like.
The UK, innit? Because we've done nothing wrong ever.
That's a proper Brexit, man. Fuck.
I always back what we do because it's fucking England doing it, mate. Up the Chelsea, up for fucking England, mate.
Big out Alfie as well. Big out the man in the chat, like stream and subscribe to Max and big out Alfie every single time. Literally, just speaking about England have done nothing wrong and Alfie appears, bruv. It's mad. Man, big out Alfie every single time, bruv. Nah.
Wow, man. What was that supposed to mean?
Nah, I thought Alfie would be on your side, bruv.
You're just saying, like, the whole thing that's wrong with England is just Alfie. That's like, what do you do, man?
I say fuck me for. Oh, fuck's sake, man. And speaking of, like, well, actually, for Chelsea in itself, you're going to Brentford.
Yep.
Obviously, you don't have the greatest record at the stadium.
No, we have a terrible record. I don't think we've won there.
I remember the last time I watched Brentford Chelsea was last season, And that was one of the worst games I've ever watched.
It was a
Not
what,
ever watched, but it was one
0-0,
of the games.
was it?
That 0-0 was horrible. Like I woke up to watch that, and I purposely watched that instead of Fulham Liverpool because Liverpool already won the league. So I was like, whatever. And that game
3-2,
was like
wasn't
3-2, bro. Yeah, the Mike Scare strikes again, bro. So going to Brentford, you confident?
it? Yeah, based on form and quality, I think so. But it's a fairly good, contrast in the way that we want to play and the way they want to play. We want possession of the ball and we play through the press very, very well. I think one of the best teams in the world at playing through the press. It's slightly hampered now with obviously Levi Colwill being out for the season, and he was one of the main players that can do these sort of passes. But it's an issue where Chelsea are very good at what Brentford are going to be doing. We're very good against what Brentford are going to be doing, which is sitting, not necessarily sitting back, but sitting off the ball and pressing very intently. So it's like Jordan Henderson versus Caicedo. Quality-wise, it's a little bit of a mismatch, isn't it?
Yeah, just in general.
Just a little bit. But everywhere is, Kukurea versus Boatara.
Yeah.
It's a long day for Brentford, but they're at their home stadium. They should have the advantage simply based on their where the game is being played. But it's one of them things in football that seem to have died in bogey grounds, especially with us.
Yeah.
Especially with us. West Ham away, of course, down to multiple reasons. Used to be one of the most prolific bogey grounds of our club. You go away to West Ham and it's a fucking long afternoon, no matter what stadium it is. You got the Molineux as well. Awful place to go. St James's Park still is that awful place to go. You just never see very good results there. And the Molineux sort of taken down in terms of a bogey ground for us. West Ham away, same story, literally just last game, game before last. We just absolutely, you know what I mean? I can't say that word on YouTube. But but we go into Brentford and no matter what, it's a very, very, very weird place for us to go. Very weird. We don't typically do very well there at all. So I'd say result probably 2-0 Chelsea, but it won't be a very convincing performance.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I think I was trying to look at Brentford's signings and see if they signed as a striker. They didn't sign a striker, but they signed a lot of wingers. They signed Reece Nelson, they signed Ramel Donovan, they signed Milambo, and obviously Owatara. He pushed for a move to go to Brentford after wanting a new challenge after being at Bournemouth. And Owatara started well against Villa.
No,
And
he's a good
player to be fair. Yeah, he's a good player to be fair. He can use both feet very well. I think he's a decent player. He's got good pace. But Reece Nelson, cool, he's going to get some game time. I just think when I watched them against Nottingham Forest for their first game of the season, they just looked way too easy to play against. And it was a case of like, it reminded me of watching a Lopetegui's West Ham where it was like one part of their team is high up, one part of their team sitting back. Whether it's against Aston Villa, they were all on the same page. So it's going to be interesting because they're at the home ground. I think they thrive off the home crowd a lot more. I feel like they're going to get a lot more home results than away results. I know most teams do, but I think the contrast in them getting home results to away results is going to be quite a big margin.
Yeah,
I think finally they can move past like the Wiesen and Bemo saga and they can focus on a new Brentford. I just don't think they have the manager to carry them towards that. I know Keith Andrews won his first game, but they also did recently. I could be correct or wrong, but I think they recently lost to Sunderland as well. So I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure on Brentford this season. I think what's going to happen is it's going to be some bullshit, and I think Chelsea's quality will get you over the line. I think your quality will get you over the line. I think you'll win because you have more quality on the pitch, and I think Brentford will try and start well because it's the home crowd, and then once you get your foot in the game, you have control of it. Especially if you go 1-0 up as well. It seems like this Brentford team, they need to go 1-0 up. It's like they have to have any form of confidence back in them. It's like once they go 1-0 down, that seems to be the end of it for them. And that's a big struggle when I guess they're probably going to be one of the teams like us that are going to be battling at the wrong end of the table as well. So that's going to be a big struggle. That's going to be a big struggle compared to what like a Thomas Frank Brentford was, because people forget people remember Thomas Frank's at Tottenham. They forget Thomas Frank's left Brentford. And if that makes any sense, and when you think of Brentford, you think of Thomas Frank.
Yeah.
That's the problem. So now when you go to a Brentford side, you think, oh, that could be difficult. It's not going to be the same Brentford anymore. I think Chelsea are going to end their record of like not winning there. Well, actually, you have won there. The 21-22 season. Or the 2021. Yeah, the season where fans came back, where Mendy had that masterclass and Chilwell scored. You won that game.
I fucking barely remember, mate. Fucking hell.
That was the two.
There were dark times, man. Other than the Champions League, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It wasn't good for us both, but
yeah,
was that at their ground?
Yeah, that was at their ground. Yeah, Brentford 0, Chelsea 1, and that was in
Fairs. Yeah, that made this. It was 21-22, I think.
Yeah, 21-22. Yeah, it was in October 2021. So that's the last time you won was 4 years ago, basically.
Yeah, well, yeah, we've been shit since then. But I mean, the way they play, they sort of sit in this very weird shape. It doesn't really make much sense. You know, on paper, it's a 4-2-3-1, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
They just fucking morph. They don't really have that structural identity, I think, is the way, the thing that I'm looking for. It's essentially they just want to mold a team when they're playing in their opponent's half to stop them from playing the football that they want.
Yeah.
So they're trying to put a +1 into midfield. So no matter what, Chelsea, for example, can't play through midfield. And that's what they did against Aston Villa. So as long as they're sitting in our half, I think they'll play quite well. As soon as it changes, it's wraps. But they have a decent defensive structure. You know, they defend really well. They press really well. So it's a team I think a lot of people are going to sleep on. But it's in terms of the quality, I think they needed to recruit just that little bit better, especially up front, because I think they've still got Thiago starting up top.
They do, yeah. And he's only came back from injury like a year ago.
Yeah, I mean, he's not that top level striker. If they did, I think they could have done pretty well. I think they probably would have finished maybe around 11th, 12th. But I think most people right now, especially just before they signed their manager, probably would have had him in relegation spots.
Just mad when I'm looking at their team's not that bad. Like,
it's not bad at all.
And it's like their manager, it's like, why have you given that team to him? Because as for your winger options to be Kevin Schade, Uwatara, Keane Lewis Potter. I know he plays left back sometimes.
Yeah, he plays left back primarily.
Yeah, but the only reason why he even played left back is because they didn't have a left back in the first place. Because Aaron Hickey and Rico Henry were out for like a year and a half. And now that Rico Henry is made ease back, need to put Rico Henry in, put Keane Lewis Potter up there. I'd almost say instead of Schade sometimes, just depending on the game that you want to play. Say more defensive games where you're not going to have the ball as much having Keane Lewis Potter, but also Uwatara, Damsgaard, and Carvalho as 10 options. That's not a bad. Then you've got added Reece Nelson and the Malumbu guy from Feyenoord.
Yeah.
So
it's not a bad team.
That's decent options. Like they've got good midfielders. They've got Yarmouk, they've got Jensen, they've got Janelt. That's not a bad team. Like they've lost Norgard, that's a blow for them, but still, at the same time, it's not bad depth around the pitch, just apart from up front. But you could get away with it with the right coach. Like you could just have a fluid front three by putting those three up front.
Yeah. I think their manager is very underrated. You know, it's hard to put any sort of ratings on him because I don't think anyone's ever seen him. You know, I think I'm one of the players or one of the people, that know this manager the most because I've done a lot of detailed searching on this manager and how he plays. But it's like he's essentially a glorified set piece coach, but he's a decent tactician. From what I'm seeing, he's decent. He's not that bad, and I
The thing
think
is, he has to show
there's
it though
better
with his team though.
options. Sure, yeah, but he did show it. He showed the intent of not playing with the ball. He had 24% possession at home against Aston Villa and 1-0 from a debutant scoring for them. It shows the intent that they don't want to play with the ball. There's some sort of an identity there. They play primarily off the ball. As soon as they win the ball, it's a counter attack in wide areas. It's good. It's a good system.
It's just a case of like that could only work for them at home. What I've seen so far, like with Sunderland and Forest, it felt like when I'm watching them, they're very easy to play against because they don't have the control of the home crowd with them whilst playing that way. Whereas Brentford
Yeah,
fans are kind of used to, and they're used to both styles of play because of Thomas Frank. Because Thomas Frank
yeah.
played both defensive and attacking football, so they're quite comfortable not having the ball. When they do have the ball, they know they're gonna have some intent with it. Now that he's got that squad, even though they should have probably invested a little bit more,
Yeah,
but overall they've still got Coyote and Hickey and Henry as fullback options. That's good fullback options. They've got Nathan Collins, Van den
Lewis
Berg,
Potter.
Ethan Pinnock. Yeah, Lewis Potter as well. But like, obviously, I know he's played recently as a fullback, but I don't really count him. But like,
I feel like
Pinnock,
even with their options at left back, he still will play there.
he will, but that's because Aaron Hickey, I think, doesn't really play as a recent, and Rico Henry's been eased back from injury.
Yeah,
So,
I think that's
like, he
what
probably will
I've
play.
predicted him to start for us
Yeah,
for them. So.
and Christopher Ayer is a good option at centre back as well. They've got good centre back depth. So, like, this is a good squad. Like, he has no excuses but to survive. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
realistically, an actual manager should be fucking doing something with this team like they were last season because it's a good team. Like, even on the technical level, it's a good team. So, if you can't get this team playing football, I really don't understand it. I think they've got more than enough to survive. They just don't have as many goal threats.
No, I 100% agree. And I mean, they've lost fucking decent ones, haven't they?
Yeah,
They just haven't
over the
replaced
years.
them.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult to replace them with their sort of financial budgets and everything. It's a little bit of an iffy situation. I think in January, the way I think Brentford would survive in the Prem is having a very good season, a very good transfer window in January, especially with the attacking outlets. Maybe bring in a better left back, maybe bring in a centre forward, like a proper centre forward. I feel
Yeah.
like if they did that, they'd have more goal threat and they'd get more goals. They just win more games and survive. That's pretty much the premise of it. But you have to. I think he has to survive because as a young manager in terms of his career, he's a set piece coach, which they absolutely stunk on last season.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of set pieces and defending and attacking them. I think I didn't actually believe that he was brought in as a manager at first. I thought he was just a set piece coach, and that's sort of where I'm getting at. I feel like if he doesn't hit the ground running, over maybe a 5-game period, it's quite easy to appoint a manager that will probably have a bit more of an acclaim to doing well in the league in comparison to him, because he isn't necessarily that level of a manager yet, although I do see the potential.
I expected them to go niche and foreign when they hired a manager, just because of their connections towards like the Danish and stuff, or the Scandies, because they have a lot of like Danish culture at Brentford anyway. Part of their owners part of Michelin, I think. So they do the whole Moneyball stuff. Like so, would have been surprised if they signed that Casper Hoyland guy, whatever his fucking name is, like, or some shit like that. Like that, because he's been linked with a job every single fucking year. So it just would have made sense in that sense. But from your perspective, what's the situation for like injury status, players coming back from internationals, like who's coming back, etc.
So it's a bit of a lot of people quite a while ago probably would have flamed Chelsea for having so many players, but these are the sort of situations you need to have very, very good and very, very capable squad depth. for these sort of games, because Brentford in the Premier League, it's an essential 3 points every match week. You need to go there and get rid of all the negative record and everything. We have Bayern midweek. We go up against Bayern on Wednesday, 8 p.m.
Oh,
kickoff.
literally next week.
Yeah, Bayern
Oh fuck.
away at the Allianz Arena, match day 1 of 8 of the group stage in the Champions League. So we need to rest players, and that sucks. We're gonna have to. The main situation for me is right back, CDM, and potentially left wing. And what I mean by that is Reece James has played minutes doing bombing up the right, fullback like he used to, playing very well. Of course, that's what you expect of him, but he's been doing that. So I feel like if anyone needs rest, maybe you could sub him on or sub him off at halftime, depending on if he starts or not. Malagusto, the backup right back we have, has also played a full 2 matches of football in the last week or two in international duty. So both our right backs have, a decent load of football. And we need both of them for the role that both of them play in this system, either as a right centre back in a back three or as a wide midfielder in what Gusto typically does. So it's an issue there. I'm not sure necessarily. I think I'll come back to that later on. CDM, Caicedo, we on international duty for Ecuador, he played a full 90 minutes. In the first game, he played 2 games. The second game, he got sent off happily on a really, really stupid second yellow. Stupid. It wasn't a fucking foul at all. There was no contact. The guy dived and he got sent off. Literally, like
I saw it. Yeah.
I love that because he didn't play an extra 40 minutes of football that he didn't need to play.
Mm-hmm.
And Ecuador won the game. That's all good. Mentally, everything's fine. It's better than what I expected because he is their best player. And he got sent off. So he's not going to play that extra amount of football that I expected him to play. But I'd still prefer if he was rested, at least primarily, because I want him to play a full 90 minutes against Bayern Munich away from home. The one player that fits the profile that was available before the international duty was Esugo, who, after receiving quite a bad foul, went off injured and now has undergone surgery, and he will be out for 2 months. Brilliant. So now he's out of the question. He won't be able to fill in for Caicedo, pause and fill in. So it's a bit of an issue there. I think Caicedo is probably going to have to play primarily for both games. Maybe Andre Santos playing in the Caicedo role. That could definitely be something. But so has Andre Santos. He's also played in international duty. João Pedro has. Gittins has. Pedro Neto. Both Pedro Neto and João Pedro. Delap is injured for 2 months. So there's a lot of players out. There's a lot of players that are doubts. It's one of the most difficult games to really predict in terms of starting lineups and result, because we just come back from international break and it's quite difficult. But it's mainly an issue of rest. If we forgot about Bayern, it's going to be the same lineup every week. There's also reports Lavia is back, so he's an option. If he is an option, then he's definitely an option in terms of starting for us. And left wing, Jamie Bino Gittins has played a fuck ton of football. I'm pretty sure so. Anyway, at least he's probably come on for both games.
I saw him start one of the games in the first England under 21s.
Yeah, okay, he's played under 21s. I don't remember watching him for the actual thing, but it's like he's played football. Neto, the winger, has played football. The one player that hasn't that hasn't yet made an appearance for Chelsea is Garnacho. Start him. Start him. Throw him in the deep
From
end.
the deep end. Yep.
Go.
Yep.
Let's see what you can do. Let's see what the team's going to be missing a player in left wingers. We're not going to start Gittins probably because he's played minutes. We're not going to start Neto because he's played minutes. We're not going to start João Pedro there. We're not going to play fucking Esteval there, for fuck's sakes. Esteval's also played. So he's going to be a little bit leggy. This game's going to be one of those sort of games where a lot of players are just going to be a little bit too tired, a little bit thinking about what's around the corner rather than what's right ahead of them. And they're not really going to give it 100%. Pause, if that's necessary. But I still predict a 2-0 win after all that. I think Garnacho plays. I think Lavia, if he's fit and available, he plays. And hopefully Gusto can play. Because I wouldn't even want to give James the minutes because I think I'd prefer him having a rest.
And also with Bayern on the horizon, it's better he just plays that game.
Exactly.
I hear that, man. I hear that because, like, I think Chelsea are going to win just purely based on the quality anyway.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think, as we discussed with Brentford, the idea is there. The execution isn't. I think the one thing they do lack is the mobility in midfield to stop counter attacks and win the ball, and then to hit people on the turnover. I think they've lost that with Norgard and Frank's structure. So yeah. I think with Jordan Henderson there, he should be on the comp of like Rio Ferdinand QPR. You know that this is what Jordan Henderson is now. Like that, this should be the comp that he makes, sort of thing. Like I'm not trying to hear about Jordan Henderson in 2025, even though he's probably going to make the World Cup squad because Tuchel is cousins with the moustache man. But like, it is where it is. It is where it is. Like, I think Chelsea will just go over the line purely based on quality anyway. I think if they start Lewis Potter against Esteval, and it's a long day because Lewis Potter's a fucking winger, and the only reason why he did well at left back last time was because Frank is not stupid. They've got Keith Andrews. You've got two first names, lad. I don't trust anyone with two first names. I just demolished a 95-year-old. Big up Musty. Good for you. Good for you, brother. Like,
congratulations, isn't it?
Yeah, congratulations. Brother.
Also, another thing to note: Palmer's back.
Oh, Palmer's back. Yeah, I was going to say the injury didn't seem mad. It was just a warm up.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't an injury in the warm up either. It was something that he felt it before, and he was like he caught a nasty wine on fucking Carney. It was like, yeah, man, I ain't playing no football. I ain't doing that.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And that's the difference between Maresca and Arteta. To quote AJ Prime and Alfie near Tottenham Court Road, that's the difference between Maresca and Arteta. It's Maresca will take the player out when it's a precaution. Arteta will carry on playing the player when they got injured in the warm-up and they end up getting injured in the game. Saliba, the gooning merchant. And that's the difference. Someone actually cares about their players and their depth. Someone that's like, fuck it, I'm a terrorist, bro. That's the difference. That is the actual difference. I'll say Chelsea win 2-0 as well. I think maybe 2-1, or maybe like I wouldn't be surprised if it was a draw just because of international break. But like, yeah, I think Chelsea will get over the line because of their quality. But yeah,
it's a thing as well with I forgot what I was gonna say. What are you saying? Fucking moaning, bro, in the mic.
No, I was sighing because I was about to transition it into West Ham United. We're facing Tottenham at home. The Spackheads at Spurs have already done the whole Ditch Cup final nonsense as they do every year because there isn't a Spurs fan that actually has a brain cell. But
big up to Elijah.
Oh yeah, big up Elijah. He has a brain cell. Big up Jay.
Big up Jay as well.
He has a brain cell.
Is there anyone else?
Big up Luke. Big up Spotlight Spurs. He has a brain cell.
Okay, yeah,
Listen,
cool.
George tried agreeing with the whole cup final thing. So George, for now, you can have half a brain cell. It's that you don't have a full one right now. But big up George as well. But like, listen, Tottenham fans, this is why I don't enjoy this fixture. As a West Ham fan, I probably enjoy this fixture the least because West Ham and Tottenham fans arguing is the worst things you'll ever hear in your life. And the reason why I say that is because all Tottenham fans say was your cup final and stuff like that. And then we just go into full R-word mode of just pure autism. And like this is where like the arguments commence of like people being stupid. The problem is with Tottenham, I can't make the argument anymore. Well, when was the last time you won a cup final? That's cool. I can't make that argument anymore. You're right. But what I can say is that Tottenham fans, you can't pretend like you don't care about this fixture because you were celebrating Mohamed Kudus signing like you won the Europa League again. Like, I saw you man celebrating the Kudus transfer more than you celebrated the Europa League. You man forgot that you won the Europa League a week later because Ange got sacked. And I even said to Tottenham fans, you man better celebrate the Europa League because your club's going to try and ruin your life again. And all this hype about leaving, you still got ENIC as your ownership. So it doesn't make a fucking difference. But also, as well, Tottenham fans, I can bring many examples of you over celebrating quote unquote to your standard when you beat West Ham. You literally chanted that West Ham were going down in the season we won the Conference League where you beat us. You literally in that same game where you beat us, set off flares in after beating us, but apparently it's our cup final. But also, you made chant about us all the fucking time. You literally made a chant about us when Kudus signed. So if you guys didn't care that much, you would just make a chant about Kudus. You man would not care. You only chant about like another team when it comes to a signing, when you sign a player from the team that you dislike. Simple as that. And saying all of that, do I think we're going to win on the weekend? Fuck no. Fuck no, do I think we're going to win on the weekend? Cool, we beat Forest. And cool, they lost to Bournemouth. Bournemouth are a good team. That's a flash in the pan. Forest aren't a good team. So I didn't expect to beat Forest. But at the same time, Forest didn't know what to do with the fucking football. So once we scored one, we can score two, we can score three. Because them man that just defend for the whole game are trying to not concede. So once they concede one, they're like, fuck, what do we do now? We actually have to attack. So once you give these men the ball, they're fucked. Now that they got Ange, it's a bit different. So you never know. But with Tottenham now, Thomas Frank has only lost once at the London Stadium. Tottenham haven't won at the London Stadium since Mourinho's first game. And that was in the 1920 season. I remember that game because I remember purposely not watching it. Because this was a time where I fell out in love with football because we're West Ham, we had Pellegrini, and we're shit. And like, I remember going to Romford to meet people on that day and then going back on the bus stop, trying to get back home, looking at my phone and seeing that we are losing 2-0. And I'm like, this club needs to kill themselves, like respectfully. Not even respectfully, actually. They just need to kill yourselves. Like in the most disrespectful way possible. And I was saying,
man, calm down, man. You're gonna get banned on Twitter again.
That's what I'm saying on YouTube, bro. But this is the thing. If you man can't turn up for this game, you will never be able to turn up. If Potter goes back to back five after the back four worked, you are genuinely a sket. Like, genuinely. Like, your whole family are full of skets. Like, Somerville needs to, if he's not going to start, because his first appearance was coming back was against Forest, then cool, do the same thing and start Fernandez on the left and then bring Somerville on. Because Pedro Porro against Somerville, I'm all for it. Bring Somerville on. Bring him on. Because Pedro Porro 1v1, diarrhea. That's just straight diarrhea, straight away. Like, so start Magassa or Potts. And cool. If you're gonna start one of the spectrum midfielders, start Souček instead of Ward-Prowse, because at least Souček turns up. Ward-Prowse is not a footballer. At least Souček can, at the very odd time, score a goal, put a tackle in, at least win the ball sometimes. Carl Walker-Peters just has to keep his place, but I would completely understand why Bissaka starting. But all I'm saying is that I do have hope that Diouf will do well against Kudus, because Kudus got pockets in against Bournemouth, and nobody talked about it because Kudus couldn't do no wrong. But Diouf, if you have one job, my friend, I would genuinely allow you for the rest of the season, genuinely, if you could put a masterclass on Saturday against Mohamed Kudus and we win the game. I will allow you for the rest of the season. I don't care. I need agendas to run this weekend. It's not about West Ham Tottenham anymore. It's about me at this point.
Kudus.
It's about me versus Kudus, bro. It's about the shit I had to put up with in the summer from every single fan base about Mohamed Kudus, gaslighting me into believing that I don't watch football, and gaslighting me afterwards when he got 2 assists against Burnley and has done fuck all since. He played somewhat well against Man City. That's cool because it was a counter-attacking game. Like I've been saying to you motherfuckers, he's a counter-attacking player. So
the space he needs to run into. Wow, he's good. What manager plays a system that makes you want to run into space with his wingers? Thomas Frank.
Exactly.
Where's he gone? Tottenham. Where's Kudus gone? Tottenham. Whee!
it
requires like 6 calculations in your head. And you man can't do that? Seriously?
Return of the Spackheads.
Bro.
Return of the Spackheads is mad. Like, this is what I'm saying. So West Ham Tottenham, obviously I care about the game, obviously, but I don't look forward to this fixture because of the fucking discourse that goes around this fixture all the time. And also with these fat, greasy, BO stinking Tottenham fans that I meet, like, going to the game, acting like they want to fight you outside when really they've got cinnamon, they're built like a cinnamon roll, and bruv, they just slip on the ground whenever they try and square up, bruv. Like, I remember this fucking fat version of Where's Wally a couple years ago, yeah. Like, I was going out Stratford Station, this fat version of Where's Wally tried squaring up to me, and he went round the fence, and then he slipped. And I'm just thinking, bruv, I didn't even do anything. You squared up to me with your stinking Cheetos, bruv. Moving like West Ham Central, bruv.
What's it, bruv? People, bruv.
Yeah, honestly, these fucking what's it, bruv, dickheads. Big up Godfrey every single time.
Big up
like,
Godfrey.
went round the fence here, slipped on this cinnamon roll, and bruv, you're in puddles now. So hopefully it rains on Saturday, and hopefully I see Fat Where's Wally again, and hopefully he drowns in the puddle. Even though he's probably bigger than the puddle.
It's your ground, isn't it?
Yeah. It's at our ground. And they don't really win at our ground, but the last 3 times it's been 1-1.
Yeah,
it's been 1-1. It's been 1-1 for the past 3. And 2 under Ange, 1 under Conte. So we're coming up against another different Tottenham manager like we do every 2 years.
The last 6 as well, like it was a win for you and a win for them, I'm pretty sure.
No, the last 2, last 6, last 6, because that was Mourinho, yeah. So like Mourinho, they beat us 3-2. We then beat them 1-0 the next season. No, we beat them 2-1 the next season. Moyes versus Mourinho. Moyes versus Nuno. We beat them 1-0. Funny enough, speaking of cup final, by the way, Tottenham rested their whole team in the Conference League to face us on that weekend. But cup final, guys. Cup final. It's West Ham's cup final. We beat them 1-0 with Mikel Antonio doing the Matrix celebration because this is Antonio's game. Then the next season, 1-1. Next season after that, 1-1. Next season after that, 1-1. It's been 3 1-1s. And I wouldn't be surprised if it was a draw again. I just don't think we're going to win. I just don't think we're going to win. Simple as that. I don't see us winning this game. Just purely because, again, I think we'll cancel each other out. I think Bowen versus Spence will be a good battle because Jed Spence is a really good player. Bowen's a really good player. So the clash of the Titans, that's going to be the battle of the game, in my opinion. And Diouf Kudus will be a good battle because Kudus is going to run into space. Diouf is a good player. I think if you see us go to back 5, we've definitely lost the game. It needs to, as much as I don't like Mavropanos, he's earned his place to start. Even though I think Tadibo will still do better in this back 4, but people don't want to listen to me. It's cool. It's cool. Whatever. I think the structure didn't help Tadibo for the most part, but it is what it is. I think Magassa needs to come in and start, even though he hasn't had much match sharpness before he signed for us. I think Magassa needs to be thrown straight to deeper because how are you going to give someone match sharpness by playing them? That is simple as that. It's by playing them. Even because you're not going to sub on a midfielder. You're going to sub on a number 6. You might as well just play them. If not, play Freddie Potts. For the love of God, he's not going to do that because he's a prick. But after promising all this time to play youngsters, hasn't played one. Only played Freddie Potts on 45 minutes against Chelsea when we already lost the game. So well done, Potter. Didn't even play him against Wolves in the cup. So if you're not going to even do that, play Andy Irving. He's staying at the club. He wants to fight for his place in the club. He's actually one of our better technical deep line midfielders. So play him. When it comes to number 6, number 8, he's one of our better passers, better dribblers, better driver with the ball, great strength. Just play him. He's got a shot on him as well. I need to see Fernandes, Paquetá, Bowen all starting regardless of how it is. I think Mateus Fernandes played really well against Nottingham Forest as well. And if there's any game where it's good to turn up in your first home game, it's going to be this. I'm assuming Callum Wilson's going to start purely because of his impact. But I thought Fulcrook was injured. Turns out he's been fine, I think, after the international break. But I had rumours he was injured.
Yes,
but if not, then cool. Then it is what it is. But I think Callum Wilson's going to start, even though I don't think he's capable of starting in 2025. But it is what it is as well. With Guilherme, he should be back. George Earthy should be back in the squad at least. So I want more attacking options on the bench. I need to see more attacking intent. I need to see us actually pass the ball with more preciseness, more tempo. Pass it quicker, open up the play, get some fucking goals, and actually try and score in the first. This is what we do in every home game under par. Start off quick, press them, 10 minutes, couple shots, get corners, crowd is up for it. 10 minutes later, we're sitting back and we concede. That is what happens every single home game under par. I'm not trying to see that. If you're going to start like that, keep up that intensity. Keep that up, because people be like, oh, but Tottenham drew 1-1 with you guys last time. They were focused on the Europa League. They were way more focused on the Europa League. So I'm not even trying to hear all that. Like, so it is what it is. Like, they were already focused on the Europa League by then. So look, we're going to cancel each other out. And I just don't want us to shit the bed again. Because I can see Richarlison having a good game against those centre-backs. Richarlison against Mavropanos and Kilman. I can see Richarlison, based on his movement alone and his spatial awareness, he will do well. Also, Xavi Simons is going to be his first game. So we're going to see what he's like. He wants to make a good start as well.
Really calm and composed. 10. Yeah. Playing with Richarlison as well, like a striker that quite fits the profile of striker that Thomas Frank would have wanted.
Yeah.
It's not off bad.
It makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense as well. Colin Mawani off the bench as well.
Yeah.
I know he's not like a special player, but like he's that kind of player that's better off the bench regardless. So
yeah. He's like Jackson with less flair.
Yeah.
But you'd want him off the bench anyway.
He's like Jackson with a teaching assistant.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how to explain it, but he plays like he needs one.
He gets told like I can't say that. Anyway.
He's like, basically, if you watch the show of Elijah, he's Lisdom.
Yeah, man.
The Colin Mawani is Lisdom. Hello, Lisdom. Big up Mike and Melon in the chat. A lot of Essex fans support Tottenham. That is true. That's true. A lot of Essex people support, especially around like Billy Ricky and all them.
Them fucking places. I've got family that live near there, man. Fuck you know.
It's where all these Tottenham fans look like JB O'Hara.
No, I don't know why there's fucking random outlets, like towns of fucking Essex towns of just Tottenham supporters. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I don't know why they're all here. They're all
infiltrating
like
fucking England. Fucking heard that before.
Fucking hell. So there's at least one migrant joke in the show from Men. But the truth is, I don't actually see Tottenham fans. I know there are Tottenham fans in East London. I only really saw them in school. There was like two. There was like two in school, in my school anyway. But most Tottenham fans I know are from North London. So
yeah,
or some of them from South. Some of them are from South, to be fair. But with Tottenham fans, I know the trip ain't far, mate. So hopefully you can go back home very early. I'd like to hope so. Do I think we're going to win? I actually think we're going to lose this game, and I think I'm going to go mad again in a match reaction once again. And I haven't seen a win at home, by the way, since February.
February.
Yeah, I haven't seen a win at home since.
Do you reckon if he goes to every home game that eventually you'll find a win. It's going to be against Manchester City.
It won't
as
be
well.
because we haven't
Nah, I
beaten them in a
promise.
decade. We ain't beaten them in over a decade.
Nah, but like it's gonna be some full crook bicycle kick from outside the box, like out of nowhere. One of them fucking moments.
If Fulcrook does a bicycle kick, he'll be out for 8 months, bro. Like, I don't know. If he lands, he's gonna land on his ass, bro, and he's gonna be retiring, bro. After that, like,
Bro, like it makes it so much fucking more like, like Thiago Silva. This guy every week would do some acrobatic clearance at like DM, land on his spine, like he landed here, his whole spine's doing up, and he just gets up like it's normal. He's 38. He's 38. What's he doing that for, man?
he didn't age.
What is
He
he
just
doing?
got slower. Like that was it. He didn't even age. He just got a bit slower. That was it.
He's so good, man. Pisses me off.
Proper mentality monster as well.
On like genuinely one of the best centre backs I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, he for me,
like game reading was probably the best I've ever seen.
I'd say if I was doing an all-time 11 of best players I've ever seen, he's in my centre backs. He's in one of my centre backs. For me, it's no. There's a centre back. It's a normal sentence. Fuck off.
He's in one of your centre backs. Yo, man.
That's a normal sentence. There was hardly any I knew in Northwest London growing up, mostly United and Arsenal. Do you know, there are, from what I know of Northwest London, there seems to be United and Arsenal infiltrated, like fucking war zones there. Like, so it's just Arsenal and Man United fans arguing.
Why are there Manchester United supporters in London anyway?
Because they're a big club.
Like, yeah, but London specifically, like India, it makes sense, isn't it? Because like you've got
it's the capital here.
You've got fucking Mumbai like Rangers as like your best team in the whole of India. Like, of course, Indians are going to support United, but like in London, really? Like, you can't be from fucking Oxford and support United. Like, you've got to be an Oxford fan.
No, but the reason why a lot of people support Man United is because of the iconic players they had over the years. They had at least like 5 iconic players per era where people were like, I'm going to support Man United because of them. Like, they were either like, if it's an old man, it was like York and Cole or Ruud van Nistelrooy or Cantona. If it's like the slightly younger than that, it's like not even Ruud van Nistelrooy a little bit after, but like Cantona, York, Cole, Giggs, whatever. A little bit below that, it's like Ronaldo, Rooney, Van Nistelrooy, like Scholes, whatever. Like a little bit after that, it's Percy. Like when we're young, like like Van Persie and like
bro. He doesn't get the praise he deserves, but Van Persie.
Oh yeah, Van Persie's
one of the best strikers I've probably ever seen. Genuinely, in my lifetime, he's one of the best.
He's so good. He's so like in terms of actual finishing. Yeah, actual finishing. He's arguably the best. In terms of finishing, he's arguably the best. I can't lie. I've never seen a finisher like that. Like, in terms of Van Persie, Kane, Suarez, Ibra, Drogba, Rooney. Those are like the best 6 I've seen. Like, in terms of finishing. Aguero as well.
I'd say, but against Van Persie, I'm not sure. Anelka, definitely in that. For finishers.
He had every single...
of course he doesn't. Like, as soon as you have something negative about you as your personality, like he was called something like the fucking massive sulk or something. Like, he'd cry at every club he went to.
Oh,
but
yeah.
For
also
me,
the whole
it doesn't
French
matter.
French team thing as well, with the whole France squad thing in 2010. I remember that documentary is horrible. I remember watching that Netflix documentary, and the guy was trying to up his PR every single time. Like, I understand it, but it's like he was a crash out, but he was a sick player.
He was so good, man.
One of the best players I've watched out to, but like coming up in terms of like opponent wise, Fulcrook will be down 20% once he tries back. I think he'll genuinely go down by 5 ages in lifespan. Like, genuinely.
Yeah.
Like,
he'll lose like 5 years off his life.
Yeah. He'll actually get rid of his buck tooth. Like, he's got my teeth, bro. It's mad. Like, it's worse than mine, but still, he looks like fucking, like, all the Wookiees from fucking Star Wars, bro. It looks like all of them put together, bro. It's mad. One of my favorites as well, Robin Van Persie. Yeah, he was so good. One finisher I think is underrated is Louis Saha. Man hardly missing 1v1 with the keeper. You're right. You're right. I think Louis Saha, like every club he went to, almost like he made an impact as well. And because he was like not the main man, people don't really talk about him enough. Like Man United, he wasn't the main man. It was only really at Everton where he was the main man, and it wasn't for that long as well. He played for quite a few Premier League clubs, quite a few. Do you know what? Actually, in terms of finishing, Jermaine Defoe, again,
Oh, okay.
like Jermaine Defoe, that's like someone that's
There's
up
one-
there.
There's ones that I definitely have forgotten. I forgot
Joy-
about
it's
fucking
insane.
Defoe.
Well, bro,
Yeah,
Defoe's
yeah.
the best, like at the two touch, like finishing in quick time that I've seen. Like in terms of one touch bang, Defoe, that was him. That was when I first think of like one touch and bang. That is Jermaine Defoe summed up. I remember I saw a tweet the other day. Obviously, it's someone rage baiting, someone that never watched football before, that said that Mateta, Wissa, Watkins were all better than Defoe. And I'm just thinking, you see me,
Jesus
you see
Christ.
you, yeah. You got to stop watching football because like Watkins is like the most Timu Defoe ever. Like
Wait,
literally
it's
the
so
most Temu
evident that he
Defoe.
wants to be Defoe, but he's just not.
Yeah. Yeah,
He's
you
just
see
not.
how many strikers are probably trying to emulate Jermaine Defoe. Like Nketiah wants to be Defoe. When I watch Nketiah, he wants to be Jermaine Defoe. When I watch Watkins, he wants to be Jermaine Defoe. Like Defoe has impact on players. Like I don't know whether anyone remembers that goal for Rangers with his left foot, like in lockdown. He just the way he side footed it was first time finish right in the corner. It was absolutely sensational. If I can get the goal, I'll risk the copyright to show it. I do not care. That finishes that is worth it.
Oh,
Like-
there's another like properly good finish, a good finisher in Diego Costa.
Oh wow, yeah, of course.
Because, yeah, man. I mean, just imagine he played today.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like there's shit happening off the pitch that will give him like match bans. The game is so fucking gone. The guy, I swear to God, he'd like secretly stab someone on the pitch, and then as soon as they retaliate, he's like, "Whoa, get it on camera, man! VAR it, man! He pushed me," and you get them sent off. It's like, what the fuck? I've never seen a player do it that well.
Like with
He was
Costa,
a
it was like if you
dickhead.
saw him down the left channel, cutting in, it's long.
Remember that clip against fucking who was it? City defender. Fucking shit, man. Company. There's just a clip that goes around every like 3 months on Twitter. Him against Company, just fucking absolutely going at it. Proper physical football. It's just gone. You don't see that anymore.
Oh no, of course you don't. Of course you don't. Like, do you know what it is as well? Like, Sheila makes a good point with Jay Bufford and Zuma. Fucking hell,
Zuma.
We're good finishing. You just thought the Ajax.
4-4
game.
Ajax.
Yeah. Well, Jay Bufford and Zamora were good. Were good finishers. They would get 20+ goals in the Prem today. I think Zamora definitely would. You know what it is with Jay Bufford? He was a good finisher, innit? But he was like better in his like mind than he was actually.
I can't focus. But the clip, there's a fucking edit on that clip where it's like, oh, he's the Zuma effort, but it goes in, and he's just the step overs kill me so much. It's like the worst step overs I've ever seen. He gets onto his right foot and just fucking leathers it 50 meters above the ground. I've missed football so much.
Hey, do you know what it is? You're gonna get used to football. It's gonna be another international break again, mate. So.
Oh fucking yeah, man. They've cut down. Right. They've cut it down though to 3, isn't it? Instead of 4 windows, it's 3.
No, but like there's always 3 before Christmas, and then there's 1 in March.
Yeah.
But that's still.
They've gotten rid of one of them.
But they've always done 3 before Christmas, which is jarring.
It's fucking stupid. 3 before Christmas is fucking mental.
I know. The Zuma clip's like forever funny. I can't.
Yeah, but this comment could be it could be like 3 different things.
This was the guy I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So basically, Tavernier,
Oh.
Bang.
Oh.
That's just look. I don't think people realize how good that finish is. Just
How
like,
difficult that is to do.
look at that. How do you just like? You can't just you can't just do that casually. You can't. You can't just do that casually. Like, it's on the floor as well. It doesn't leave the ground once it hits his foot. That's a skill.
Like, it's a first touch and it's a finish, and it's just that fucking
Like, bruv, it's mad. It's mad. It's like, how does it, like, you can't, like, if the ball is in the air and you shoot the ball, it should be in the air, but he somehow just keeps it on the fucking ground.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. That is a cold finish. That is a cold finish. Bad boy finish made it seem so effortless. That's what Defoe was as well. Like, right foot, left foot header. Even though he's not the tallest, he can score a header.
Yeah, nowadays tall players can't even score fucking headers.
They can't. No, of course they can't. Of course they can't.
Gyökeres trying to go for a fucking header.
Yeah, Gyökeres
Like the
looking
90th set piece of the first half in fucking the Emirates. He still can't fucking score.
Gyökeres against Leeds, cool, but like, let's see Gyökeres against an actual defense. Listen, Gyökeres should score this weekend, by the way. You're coming up against an agile line where the defenders are used to being in the goalposts under Nuno, bruv. Like, so they're going from fucking depth to fucking 99, bruv. They're gonna like,
FIFA, bro. They're just gone.
Yeah. Yep.
And then
they've gone to the other goalpost, bruv.
It's just gone.
Like, the Forest team is going to be so high up the pitch here. They're going to be defending for Arsenal, bro. Like, it's mad. It's mad. Like, that's how high up the pitch they're going to be. We've got Matt Sells on a fucking halfway line, bro, where he's not been used to that shit. He's going to have to pass out from the back and everything. Like, Ange, good luck, man.
Matt Sells doing that.
Oh, yeah, because he's just Matt Sells is the biggest old school keeper I've seen in the Prem right now. Like, he's the big, like after Fabianski, he's back.
Yeah, I was going to say Fabianski.
Fabianski's very old school. That man cannot kick a ball.
No, but
he was scoring. Yeah, he was scoring the big games where he doesn't get stiff. They make him look so average. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This game, though, like, regardless of how fat he is, he's the highest line in the world. Like, you're going to get so much space this game. So much space. It's like the Leeds game, but worse. It's like the Leeds game, but worse, man. Like, it's not like Liverpool. There's no Canate. There's no Van Dijk. There's not even a De Ligt at Man United. This is Murillo and Milinkovic changing style of play for the first time. Like, they're not bad defenders, but they've not defended like that before.
You can't tell me they can play on the halfway line.
No,
as soon as you let Forest go further forward on the pitch, they've lost the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the whole fucking problem. It's like they've had the most defensive manager. Their players have forgot how to attack. And then as soon as you let them attack, they can't do it. And they're trying to play with a high line.
It's not even going to get to the attack. That's the problem, because they've got good attackers. They've got Anderson, Gibbs-White, Hudson-Odoi. They've got Ndoye. And they've got Chris Wood, who, by the way, he can press, but he's not fast enough to be doing Ange press. Like, simple as that.
Alone in the press.
Yeah. It's
you
just
need to press as a unit.
Yep. You need to, bro, they're going to have to play, like, Chris Wood in a fucking 10 off the ball, just so they can shift around the press. Like, Anderson and Gibbs-White just covering his running. It's just going to be long for them. It's going to be long. But I think they've got better midfielders to suit Ange and better attackers to suit Ange, but it's not going to get there in the first place. As Matt Sells he's going to pass it to Gyökeres, bro. And we'll see if Gyökeres scores the chance, but he's going to pass it to him. Like, he's not going to play out from the back well. I'll be very surprised if Forest get anything out of that game. Your first game of the season as Ange Postecoglou cannot be Stoke City away. It can't be. Because you see Mikel Arteta. Terrorism. You're basically going to the Britannia. Like, this is the worst style of football to be going to the Britannia with. Like, look at it's like when Wenger was going to the Britannia with, like, Coquelin. They were getting cocked, bruv. About Coquelin, bruv. Like, I don't understand. They were going there with El Neni and not even.
What happened to Coquelin, by the way? As soon as Hazard done him, like, what? This guy just gave up.
Bro, you know what? He had to wait until going to fucking Villarreal to revive his career, bro. Because that man was playing on their left wing for Unai Emery, and it worked, bro. And it worked. They won a Europa League by doing it. And by the way, we need to study that Villarreal team, yeah? Juan Foyth, Raul Albiol at 40, Parejo at 40, fucking Alberto Moreno, Coquelin. There was another former Tottenham player there. I don't remember who. Capoue, Etienne Capoue. And they had their only like flair player was like Chuck Wasey, bro. They had Carlos Bacca, who was 40. Like they had a pensioners team. They won that Europa League.
Thing is, the Europa League is one of them weird trophies. No one can define it because it's like you can define it basically saying it's like a fucking 39p Coke with like no sugar and no carbonated, like it's not bubbly, it's not fizzy, like version of the Champions League.
Yeah.
It's like a shitty diluted Champions League, but it's like it's one of the weirdest competitions I've ever seen football being played in because nothing makes sense. It was like every game was like everyone's playing like with the nerves of their first ever FA Cup final. Now everyone's just shitting themselves. The whole competition, like nothing went to plan. Bro, like remember the final in 2019? Are you mad?
Yeah. Bro, that 18-19 season was dumb in itself, and then Chelsea Arsenal was the final. On my days.
In Baku, bruv.
Where fucking Mkhitaryan had to be deported. Like, he couldn't play because he got deported.
That was the last good season in football.
Yeah, Joe, like I need to get out of my West Ham mind because I was thinking I went to West Ham straight away and I was like, have I enjoyed football? That's what I was thinking in my head. I was thinking, have I enjoyed football? I'm thinking 18-19 season was chaos, but I did enjoy it because Man City, Liverpool were mad. The top 4 race was mad. Like that, the relegation battle was shit, but the top 6 was that was a good season. And
yeah, it was one of the last properly good. What was there? Was it Tottenham
Liverpool? Yeah, Tottenham Liverpool. But it's because the semi-finals are so good, we don't talk about the final.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, they still have to play the teams that dropped down from the UCL. Like, bruv, it's when Sevilla were like, okay, if you see us here, we don't care about the Champions League. We're gonna finish 3rd in our group, and then we're gonna win the Europa League. It's just like, brother,
for the 90th
try and win the champs, you dickheads, bruv. And
yeah, but they know they can't.
I know, but we're the only team to beat them in the Europa, bro. When they're in Europa, we're like the only English team to beat them in the fucking knockouts. Because obviously, like they don't face English teams much. But at the same time, that was like Sevilla still at the peak of their. They won a Europa League after they faced us. Like, and also to be fair, Sevilla's manager was Lopetegui. So. Take that with what you will. When we played them, Sevilla's manager was Lopetegui. They still had Jules Koundé, they still had Jesus Navas, they still had Rakitic, they had En-Nesyri, they had Suso.
Rakitic scored one of the fucking nicest goals I've ever seen at fucking Sevilla.
Oh, which one is that?
I can't remember who he was against. Outside of the box, he just leathered it, but it just, you know when you hit a ball and it just goes absolutely just arrows into the top corner.
Yeah.
you can imagine what the goalkeeper was hearing. That fucking zzz, that fizz of the ball that makes your fucking teeth go wobbly.
That's so true. Man. That's so true.
Fuck that.
Hey, Rakitic again, underrated because of the players he was around. He's a good player. He's a really good player.
Was that really the reason though? Just people just don't know him, I think.
No, like he was a starter in that fucking MSN
team, yeah.
Like, so you should still get the credit you deserve, but like it's because you were already
Iniesta went. No, was it?
No, he was playing alongside him for this last season. Yeah, Xavi went.
Fucking Sergi Roberto, the central midfielder, was playing at right back. That whole Barcelona team was so shit, and then they had Griezmann, Suarez, and fucking Messi. Like, are you mad?
Like, That's what I'm saying. Because of the players he was around, he did not get talked about. Did not get to.
Yeah.
By the way, Griezmann to Barcelona feels like a weird fever dream because that man made a documentary about moving there just to move back, bro. Like
Yeah.
I remember that. But oh, this is my big move. He didn't even win a league. He still hasn't won a fucking league yet.
The one time Atletico won the league, he left.
Yep, and Suarez won the league for
He's
them.
doing that like fucking Zlatan Ibrahimovic luck, bro. Like, imagine going from one team to another and then leaving after. Oh, both teams when you left won the treble. But everyone talks about Eto'o contributing to both fucking trebles, like back to back, playing in different roles and different managers. I think it was Pep and Mourinho.
Yeah.
No one talks about the Zlatan part of that. Because Zlatan left Inter and they won the treble. And like the season, the Barcelona team he joined was a fucking treble winner. Like, it's stupid, man.
Oh, fuck's sake, man. Was it? I can't remember whether it was Ibra. No, it was Mourinho. Do you remember the clip? Yeah. Where Pep's talking to Ibra, giving him a team talk, and then Jose just goes up to Pep.
Is that over?
Yeah, bro. Jose's taking the piss, man. He's just a prick. I love him. I think he's class. They still, Sevilla 7-time Europa League champs. Big up to them. Yep. I couldn't beat West Ham though, but it's bad. They had Luis Fabiano too, PES legend.
PES legend.
Man like Luis Fabiano, bro. Do you know what? There's certain man that were just like gaming legends instead of football. It was like Dumbia, like Barbo, like the man of football legends. But them are gaming legends like Alex Hunter, bro. He's not even a real person, but he's a FIFA legend. That man's a FIFA legend. Gareth Walker and David Williams, bro. Like Williams in the corner.
I loved really caring about it as a kid, and I recently went back. I recently went back and played it on my Xbox, and I intentionally like had the worst career ever. It was just the funniest shit. I was like playing like the box, for fuck's sakes. The box V8, bro. I'm like,
did you just purposely win nothing?
I won nothing. I failed. I won nothing somehow, even though you're like destined to win the fucking FA Cup or whatever.
You lost to Gareth Walker on purpose. You're a dickhead.
I'm like, all right, cool. How can I fuck this up even more? And I got sent off like 5 times, and I fucking had to restart the whole thing.
It's because it's so like robotically like timeline that you have to do what it does almost like. But it's just your experience. It's not like it's a bit like GTA. Like you have to do something to the rules. You can't just like start shooting children. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like you can't actually play the game, bro. How many football boots do you have, Melon?
I have. I mean, you can see. I think 6 of them. Can you? No, you can't. You can only see fucking. Oh, you can a little bit. The red thing you can see there is the like that part of another football boot, another pair of football boots. But it's like I've got fucking 7, I think, or 8 pairs. You can see exactly what happened to like, bruv. Them football boots are iconic, bruv. Them ones, they're just so fucking good. I can show you.
I had the gold version of those.
The gold, what, the gold and black?
Yeah, gold and black. Those are Nike, right?
Yeah, Hypervenoms.
Yeah.
Fucking quality, you know. Just look at that.
I had like gold Hypervenoms.
You don't see that logo every day, do you? Fucking,
no, you don't.
The Neymar specials, bruv. Them ones. You can see how fucked they are. You can't even get these anymore. The fucking molds.
Oh my days. The
proper,
molds,
like,
bruv.
But they're gone. You can't get them anymore. I don't think you can anyway.
No, you probably can't. Definitely not.
But these are a size. Oh. UK 8.5, and then these were like the first proper pair of football boots I had.
Oh, fair. Yeah,
these had like 7.5 fucking like position changes in football. I was growing up with it. But these are like one of the best pair of football boots I've ever seen. They're just so good, man. Proper fucking boots.
I had which one was mine? Like I had I can't find them. Okay. They were like because I don't know where my boots are anymore because I ain't played football in time like properly. Like since like 2019.
Yeah.
So like these were the ones I had, but like the Nike tick was black. Well, and it wasn't like no blue, it was like a black version of this, basically. Like,
Well, they're mercurial or hypervenom.
They were hypervenoms.
They're the mercurial ones. Type hypervenom, innit?
Yeah. Freddie Adu for the championship and Chono Samba. Yeah, Freddie, like, they're the championship manager legends. Like, again, they're another one for, like, they're gaming legends. Like, football manager, for example, like, Callum Wilson's a football manager legend. Like, he was, what's it called? He was still, even till this day, scores in every save. Scores in every fucking save.
But you know them fucking when they first properly came out, the sock boots. You saw someone wearing them, you're like, whoa. That you know them ones, you just knew they were like a semi-pro, and you just were not gonna have a good game. I mean, this was the boot that ended my fucking career as a footballer. This specific one. This gives me like, I'm like, oh yeah, man. Oh, bro, Kevin De Bruyne wears these ones. Wow, man. No. Career goodbye. You're not playing football anymore.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Like, every time I wore the gold boots in Sunday League, I knew I was going to have a good game.
Yeah.
Like, I just knew I was going to have a good game. Like, simple as that. I just knew that there's no one getting past me, 1v1 defending. Yeah, you better fucked. That's what I thought in my head. Like, most of the time, it worked. Most of the time, it worked. I can't find my old... Because my boots are so old, like, I can't find them.
Yeah.
It's a Mercurial Vapor. Yeah, I can't find that shit. But, yeah, the sock boots are hard to keep clean. It's true.
Yeah, literally. Like, you can see, like, I've barely ever worn these because I wore them maybe 20 times and I cleaned them, like, rigorously. You can see the dirt on them. Like, these are fucking AIDS, mate. Absolute AIDS. I don't know why anyone... It's like people that wear white socks. Like, if you take your socks off in wherever you're going, it's a long day because your whole socks are black by the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, bro, you gotta watch on what the type of socks you wear sometimes in football, man. They might have got, they've got to be good material. I know someone, that would like every time they step on Sunday League, they kept buying shit socks. So as soon as they get stepped on, their toes get wrangled in, and also there's a hole in their sock after.
That's just awful, man. Uncomfortable.
And then you got to play in the rain, like with that hole in your sock, and you can feel it in your feet, bro. Just running on that shit.
I was playing at left back for my school. And I was playing in the tightest Sondico £13.50 charity shop football boots. It was absolute cancer because my feet were soaking wet. We was playing at like 9 p.m. in a fucking like October, 9 p.m. No one's warmed up. Just go play football for fucking 90 minutes, proper game. There was no floodlights. There was just the street lights. And that was it. There was no floodlights at all. It was just pitch black. Absolutely pitch black. And I'd be wearing these absolute shit boots that I got from... they might have been Adidas, actually. But them bro, if you have fucking big feet, Adidas. Never. Nike or nothing. Because fucking...
Nike have better boots anyway.
They do, yeah. It's just the Adidas because Messi. That's literally the only reason anyone would get fucking Adidas boots.
That is true.
Ace 50s or whatever the fuck they're called.
I currently have the Puma Future Match boots. I think Puma have underrated clothing in general.
Yeah.
Like Puma, like it's one of them brands where it's not too, it's mainstream, but it's not like talked about. So it's more like if you wear Puma, it's calm. You won't get completely cooked for it. Like it used to happen at my school though. If you didn't have Nike or Adidas, cool, you get cooked. But like,
It's just
it's
dumb.
just simple as that. It's dumb, but that's what the fucking everyone's like when they're younger, isn't it? It's dumb. It's just fucking stupid. But at
If
the
you
same
didn't have
time, I get it.
kickers, you get fucking bullied. So what?
No,
School
I
was
just
so
did.
shit, man.
Did you train? Do you know about? I don't know whether it's still there now. I don't know whether it's in Dagenham or but I think it's in Dagenham. The blue 4G pitch.
Where? There was multiple.
It's somewhere in Barking. It's somewhere in Barking and Dagenham. There's I think it's near Fairlock.
Probably not. If it's in Fairlock, then no.
Because I used to train there basically for my Sunday league because our home ground was Fairlock. Bolognians, if anyone man know about Bolognians, used to play for them in Sunday league. There was a blue 4G pitch. I think it was near Fairlock. I could be wrong, but
yeah, I'm not sure.
There was somewhere in Redbridge, Barking and Dagenham. There was a big blue 4G pitch. I used to train there all the time because when you said talking about the floodlights, it reminded me. Once the floodlights went off, it means get the fuck off the pitch, bitch. Because you cannot play in that fucking pitch when there's no lights.
Yeah, I used to manage football pitches, like properly manage them, the lights and everything. And bruv, the amount of people are pissed off, they'd stay like 3 minutes over time. I'm like, yo, okay, I'm gonna go there and turn the floodlights off. You better be like ready to pack up now, because when they're off, you can't see anything.
Yeah.
I gave them like to 10 minutes after time. Boom, they're off. And you can't turn them back on, otherwise the whole thing's gonna blow up.
Yeah.
The whole thing, if you switch the light off in your room and on again, then it's like it'll damage the bulb because it'll go down and up in temperature. Them industrial ones for floodlights, fuck off. You turn them off and on again. That'll do. Turn them off and on again, they fucking blow up, man.
Have you tried turning it off and on again? Yes, and the whole place blew up.
Yeah, literally. What happened? One of them blew when I did that.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
On fire, dripping. It was dripping like magma, like liquid. It was dripping liquid like metal and plastic. So he was on fire, dripping down on the grass. The whole back of the fucking pitch was on fire. It was fucked, man.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Listen, people. Everyone, subscribe to Melon. His link is in the title, so everyone go over there and subscribe. Real quick, we're gonna be redirected to the Bayern view. So go and say Mike's raid in Liam's chat, and yeah, take care, peace, people. Double stream tomorrow. Take care.